Hello and good morning to everyone. This is Devasis Mohanty. I am welcoming to you all to our standard 10 pair of linear equations in two variable discussion. Actually in the standard 9 we have already done the discussion on the linear equations in two variables. Linear equation in two variable, and it was said to you regarding the linear equation in two variable. In the last class it was said to you which is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And there it was also said how to find out the solution of the linear equations in two variables. It was said you have to make one table, and on making the table you just have to put the value of the x, and correspondingly you have to find out the value of y. So on putting the value of x, suppose you are getting the value of the y is here, so it means this pair, it is one of the solution of this linear equations in two variables. Also another value, suppose you want to put another value of the x, you can put. Accordingly you can find out the value of the y, and this pair it can be said it as the another pair of the value of the x and y, otherwise another solution of the linear equations in two variables. Similarly also you can put another, also you can get another one, and this pair also we can call it as the another solution of these linear equations. So it means it was said to you linear equation in two variables having infinite many solutions. It means linear equation in two variable having infinite many solutions. And suppose I am showing you one of the example to you. Suppose I am showing one of the example that suppose one pair of one linear equation, it is x plus y it is equal to 4. And I said how to find out the solution of this linear equation in two variable. I said always you have to make one table, and in the table here upper one it is meant for our x and below one it is meant for our y. Suppose I am putting the x value it is equal to 0. So whenever I am putting x value it is equal to 0, so y is equal to 4 minus 0, which becomes 4. And whenever I am putting it as the, suppose I am putting y value it is equal to 0, so it means 0 plus how much it is equal to 4, so for which x value it becomes our 4. In the same way, on putting x value it is equal to 1, I can find out the y value, it will be 3. So in the same way one can find out the infinite many solutions of a linear equations of the two variables. Also it was said to you and also it was shown to you the graphical representation of a linear equations of a two variable, it will always be a line, and that line can be drawn by taking any two pair of solution, either by this one or by taking this one and this one, because everyone knows to draw a line only minimum 2 points it will be required. So for which two pair of solution it is enough to draw a graphical representation of a linear equation in two variables. Understood or not understood? So today our discussion it will be done on regarding our pair of linear equations in two variables. So for which I am showing how it looks like. Everyone, you just have to see pair of linear equations means a1x plus b1y plus c1 it is equal to 0. So this one it is one of the linear equations in two variables, and here it is one of the condition it is given that here a1 and b1 should not be 0. a1 and b1 should not be 0, otherwise one can say it as the a1 square and b1 square, their sum it is not to be 0. This one and this one both have been same. Whenever one will say that a1 and b1 both should not be 0, also a1 square plus b1 square it is not equal to 0. Suppose a1 it is equal to 0, so it means it is not a linear equations of two variables, it becomes a linear equations of one variable. Suppose both will be 0, so it is not a linear equations, It is not a linear equation. So for which the criteria it becomes both a1 and b1. Otherwise the coefficient of x and coefficient of y both should not be 0. So this one, it is a linear equations of two variables. But our topic it is pair of a linear equation. Pair of a linear equation means another linear equations which should be in the form of a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Where a2 and b2 should not be 0. Otherwise a2 square plus b2 square, their sum should not be 0. Either you can say this one, otherwise you can say this one, both having the same meaning. Everyone understood and not understood? Just like in our last class, our discussion, it was done first how to find out the solution of a linear equation in two variables. Then after it was said to you graphically how to represent the same. So here it is also we will do the same. Here also we will do the same. So first we will do the graphical representation. So the topic it is to be touched, otherwise the topic it is to be discussed in our this chapter. It is first one, it is graphical representation. Graphical representation of pair of linear equations in two variables. So this one it is our first target which is to be discussed, and second point it is our how to solve. And whenever we have to solve, actually to solve here it is also many ways. So first method to solve, it is our graphical method. Remember, first one by using graphical method, how to solve means how to find out the value of the variable. And second one it is our algebraical method. And under the algebraical method, so first one it is to be discussed, it is our substitution method. Next one it is our elimination method. Next one it is our cross multiplication method. And another point it is to be discussed, that point it is how to suppose one of the equation it is not given in the linear form. Suppose one of the equation it is not, one of the pair of the equation it is not in the linear form, but how to reduce it in the form of the pair of linear equations in two form. So for which its name is reducing the equations into pair of linear equations in two variable and to solve. But remember, because of the corona spread, actually this cross multiplication method has been deleted from our syllabus. So now you just have to get some idea which things we are going to learn in our standard 10. Okay, so in my next class we will do the discussion of the graphical representation of the pair of linear equations in two variable. Then after in the next day we will do the discussion of the getting the solution, otherwise how to solve. I hope today the introduction class you all have remembered well. All the points you just have to remember. Then after one point wise we will do the discussion. Okay, thank you. Have a beautiful day.